Rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. Once again, greatest nation since United Nations. Stand up. Let's talk about it. Now, here's something that's crazy. I have multiple people telling me two different things we got to bring up and we're going to question. First thing, I need to know this in full. What does everyone know about the fact that I'm telling myself that I don't know if this is true, but who could co-sign it? That there is a release of more audio with XxxTentacion talking to a friend where he verbally states that he was told one of his girls, who's being alleged to have been Geneva, told him she was pregnant to get him to stay. Was this truthful? Was this a real conversation of him talking to a DJ? And can we get that DJ in here to confirm that? I'm being told in this conversation that you stated to him that you were pregnant in order to get him to stay, to get him to hang around, when in truthfulness you were not. That you told him this in order to get him to feel of importance because you knew he would not leave a child, being the childhood things that he speaks about going through. Was this used as a tactic to get him to stick around? And if this was not used as a tactic, is there any proof of this audio conversation? You are allowed to pin this in the comments. If someone pins this, I will keep it. Shout to Lovely TTV. Lovely T, I saw you posted something about it. You're more than welcome to put that down below. Now, this being the case, does this change up the situation? And does this give feasible insight into another situation and conversation we're about to have? Yes. Now, why would I talk about this, being that I see Geneva said something about the character John is live and about his character being sullied? Here's why I brought up this topic in a specific way and was open-minded to releasing this as well. It's because I understand being objective, I have to cover all bases and give credit to all situations that come up that may be spoken about. And it's not gossip if this led to that situation, but this is the same person who was alleged to have said that he did domestic abuse to her. So he's the same person that was accused of doing some things that we alone stood for and said that we do not think he did. Is this why the situation may have gotten tense between them? Because he found lies were happening. Were there any people who was in affiliation that were attempting or had relations with women that he was associated with? Because respectfully, I found some others that did. Is it possible that that was also a situation that was being addressed, or that he was going through, that there was people messing with the team? There were people doing things with women around him. And if this was a feasible situation, could it not have incurred to some level of jealousy, tension, or hatred between the groups, including him and situations he was involved in? Was there more going on behind the scenes that was not talked about to lead to a very tense and overbearing situation of characters around? Is that why he spoke of fake friends? If this is potentially the situation, would this disregard the fact that he was associated with people that were allegedly and are allegedly involved in pornography? By that, I mean an industry of their own right. See, that's where it gets complicated, because these are women who value themselves on beauty, value themselves doing certain things, yet they're involved in a meticulous manner where they're legally using the body to make some type of funds for themselves to make a living. See, there's a difference between modeling, but giving yourself over to an industry where you're taking these chances in order to entertain the masses and gain profits. It's different than what it is you even see I'm doing here. You're literally taking a stranger, making a moment, and hoping everything turns out right by testing and other things you could say are 100% credible, but we never know. Somebody the day before can do something that could put you in harm. And that's part of why I'm putting this up in the industry, not just that subject, but many different aspects I can give to these type of subjects. But was this true that he was told a pregnancy was going to occur that never really occurred, nor was pending? If this was the case, this would easily make malice. Anybody would be angry of this because you're being told something that isn't true to keep your justification to hang around to do the right thing, but knowing that there are decisions on the side that you don't know about, if you did know, would incredibly diminish your effect and desire to be around. This is a very common thing that's done. This is how things are, let's say, held over people's heads all the time. Especially if you don't know if it's yours or not. No man is exempt from this situation. But could this have led to tension at which claims and accusations against him harming someone were put out? I even have certain contingencies alleging that he never even said that, and he admitted to doing anything physical to her. That it was a situation he worked past, but then he was placed in a certain position to make him seem as someone he was not. Is this true or false? What are the aspects and levels of characteristics and the personalities that are affecting the situation at hand? Was there not something that someone would gain from making these claims against him? Do we not see that now? Do we not see the fame and just the monetary longevity someone gains from having their name, as in family related, as in life related, as in affiliate, girlfriend, anything related to being an extended family, not a genuine family, blood related, by being connected to it? So could this have been a potential reason that we're looking at it this way? I'm asking because I see a lot of different things that are proving this to be the situation, but I do not know this to be fact. All I do is I see implications. When you see these type of implications, it's hard to not look at them and not gain some type of insight on the situation. So who was effective in this? How does this affect the overall future aspects of what it is that we stand for as a CommenterNation? Commenting and giving respect. Objectively, this may not have been the favorite one I wanted to do, but it was something that needs spoken on nonetheless, because we're seeing how many different people have affected the situation and seeing the justifiability in what it is that they're bringing forth. Yeah, they can make a right opinion on something and I can agree with it, but does that mean they were right overall? Did they show a person the true respect they deserve when they were here? Again, it is investigations that I speak on, investigative topics, critical thinking, as something I've pushed since the very beginning, thinking outside the box. So these are topics we're going to be brought forth with. But looking at someone who does all types of media, talks about everything dealing with a person, from the very bottom of their life to when they're here and they're looking at what it is they're doing. If there was a situation that occurred with him having harmed someone, we would investigate that the same. But we have people that have said certain things to diminish a legacy, but it's being told it's not true. And even to a point we can prove that there was non-truths told in the very start of some situation while that person was here. Do we see this effective? Is this something that is carrying on? Because now it's starting to come to light that there was another part of the conversation that was not released, where he claimed that he was told someone was pregnant that really wasn't. That he was being held in place, held down, because he thought a certain situation was occurring that was not near to occur, that was not even brought to light to be an incident. Can someone post this audio so everyone else can see it? Again, I don't post other YouTubers' videos and things unless it's very relevant, not confidential, and very important that I do make sure everyone sees it because the chances we take as YouTubers. But I am okay with someone else posting this so we can see it, understand it, hear it, and make the discernment that that is who he's speaking about. Is this alleged audio about Geneva, or is it about another woman that was in his life making these claims? Who was it about? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Rock with the channel. I got more coming up, and you know how I rock. Always. All rights reserved.